you see the T-Pain one I sent?
Yes.
Where
No,
was like,
I
"It's
sent
you?"
that.
No,
I sent that to somebody.
maybe to somebody else, but I sent it to you.
Dude, I'll be so pissed.
See?
I'll be so fucking pissed because I think I was saving this for the Instagram memes.
Oh,
I
my
think I sent
God,
it to
that's so
myself instead
funny.
of sending it to you and I literally think I put exactly what you just put.
Oh, that's
you.
even funny.
I put like, yep, this is.
Oh, wow.
Fuck you, dude. I'll also use it.
What's it called? There was,
When it first, like, because I saw the meme, it's like, at that point, I didn't think it was like a whole bit. Like, I didn't think that, I thought he actually like fucked up. But it reminds me of all the times, like,
oh, I knew it was a bit.
dude,
But I've watched some of T-Pain's, like, podcast stuff.
he's hilarious.
Yeah, he's funny as fuck.
And he's a genuine dude from what I've seen. But back in the day, like, I mean, I know this is like a big like white trope thing. Like, white guys are a lot more comfortable like making gay jokes.
Oh, yeah.
And like, black people like hate that shit. Like, they don't fuck around with no like
yeah, that's
frat style like jokes. Dude, me and my buddies, we used to. So my brother and one of my like closest friends at the time in high school, both of them were both at UMass Amherst. So we'd drive up to Amherst together with one of our other buddies, and we'd all freestyle. They were like, one of them was actually pretty good at rapping and would go gay, like just rap gay on purpose. Then, so I kind of like picked up the habit. So we were all kind of just freestyling, like, just like wordplay to make, you know, some gay reference. I was like, oh, pause. But it was like trying to see how quickly we could like be vulgarly gay. And then I like stopped like just freestyling. The only time I was freestyling was like fucking around with friends.
yeah.
And then literally like, I feel like it was a year ago, I was driving back with my buddy, my old roommate from like a Celtics game or something. I forgot what we went to, but it was like an hour drive. And I was like, oh, I'm going to start rapping. And I'm just freestyling. And I like couldn't help but to accidentally go gay. Like I would just be like, it's so easy to rhyme cock. And it's so easy to use different words in front of the word cock, but it was always like, and I'm sucking another dude's cock. Shit, damn it, I did it again, dude. It was always happen. And it would like, for 30 minutes, oh my gosh, my brother was, I think it was when we went to Andrew Scholl's back in like 2019, because me and my buddy were like freestyling, and my brother, who at the time was still like rapping and making music, was just like letting us like, just laughing at us. So like us going back and forth, like, dude, why does it keep happening? Like we're not even trying to, we're like trying to not do it. And it's just what we do.
Yeah, I'll say is more of a white thing. But like for sure, like I'll still do it. Obviously, like
you're white enough.
Yeah, for sure. Like, but no, like for me, I have my group of friends where it's like I know that we're just gonna be joking around. It's fine. Like I have a couple of like my regular black friends and stuff like that too, that we do the same shit, but it's like that one joke and that's it. And I think that sometimes like, I think the difference between like the black friends that I'll do it with and the white friends that I'll do it with is sometimes the white friends will take it too far kind of thing. Like,
what's
and by too far, I mean is like, sometimes like they'll go for the joke, we'll grab my ass, or for the joke, we'll like slap, you know what I mean?
That's some white people shit.
That's some white people shit.
For sure.
Yeah, and it's just like, hey, there's more people in this locker room. Stop. Like, I already look like I'm gonna be. I don't need people to think I am.
I don't want to speak for all white people, but I am. When you react that way, it makes us want to get more gay.
Oh, I figured that out pretty quickly.
Oh, you react to me? You push my hand away when I was trying to grab your ass? I'm going to try to grab your dick and balls with my mouth.
I've noticed. And so that's why I was just like, just roll with the punches. Just roll with the punches and it'll stop. Like, but sometimes I'll have to be like,
it's like it's a gay game of chicken.
Yeah. Basically.
Why do we do that?
I don't know.
And it's not like,
I really have no idea why you guys do.
It's so hilarious to do that type of shit.
It's funny in the right spots.
But I get why, like, there's some people that are very uncomfortable with it.
I guess. Yeah.
But, like, why is it so fun or funny? Like, what are we actually trying to accomplish? Like
I think,
maybe
it's part of the
joke. We're trying to
maybe you guys. Maybe you guys are. Like, for me, it's for a bit. Like, I'm just doing it for the joke. You guys are probably, I don't know what you're doing, but but I'll do it for, like, the bit or whatever, but that's it. I won't go farther than the bit kind of thing.
I just realized that fucking thing was on this whole time.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be, like, the buzz in the background for a little bit.
That's what it is.
I wonder if that's what it was in the other videos.
Didn't I say that out loud? Dude, we keep doing this. Either I'm not saying it out loud or...
No, because I think you might have.
Because this happened earlier when we were taking the thumbnails.
I think you might have. No, that was a couple days ago that I remember. Like, we were talking about it and you were like, oh, let's turn that off. And I was like, oh, shit, thank God. But I didn't, like, I don't think we
But I didn't say, I thought of that because of...
Yeah. But
that's what I thought. I'm going to, because it's just
in
that
case it turns back on.
I'm going to go shut that off.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, I think that, like, with black dudes, we'll do it for a bit. White dudes will go farther for the bit. But for me, when it comes to, like, comfortability kind of thing, like for example, you were talking about how, like, oh yeah, like, black dudes are less comfortable with it, or, like, certain people are just less comfortable with it. Like, I do think it's, like, a demographic rather than just a race kind of thing. But
I also you'll never see the black guy start that.
Oh, not usually. No.
Not usually? You've
Not
seen
usually.
that?
I've seen it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like, I have a wide group of friends. You know what I mean? Like, I have, like, friends from all over the place.
He's got fat friends.
What?
What?
I didn't hear what you said.
I said you have fat friends.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Why?
But yeah, no, it's like...
He's talking about me, just to be clear.
Yeah, completely you.
You saw that picture in my apartment?
Oh, yeah, that one that you look like a
fucking wide, dude.
Yeah, you look like an actual walrus, bro.
wALiE. It's okay.
He had company for once.
You're average size for your species.
Yeah, not your owner. But but yeah.
I don't own him. Dude,
You run shit with him, right?
There's no more slavery after the pandemic.
He's not a slave.
Yeah, but...
He's a pet.
Yeah, either way, it's like owning. Yeah, no, he's...
Oh, he runs shit?
Nah, he's just his own being. You know, he's his own thing. He is what he is. He's wALiE.
I just realized, did you call the other one Douglas because it's from Douglas?
I didn't call another one Douglas. Russell.
Oh, Russell. Never mind. Why not name him Douglas? His tag is right there.
Because you know what I did?
What?
As soon as you said it the other episode, I wrote it.
Mm-hmm. Willie the Walrus?
Like with the...
Oh, like the way you do your
upper,
thing?
lowercase.
So you got attached?
Yeah, so I really like it. But I actually kind of like Douglas. Maybe it's Douglas. Isn't Douglas also like a last name for some? Like,
it
not a
could
common last name, but
no, Douglas is a last name.
I've definitely heard like...
Mm-hmm. I've heard it like Willie
more
Douglas.
frequently than...
Willie Douglas?
Willie Douglas.
Hey, can't go wrong with that. That's a nice one.
Let me know.
But yeah, I think comfortability does have to do with the fact that, like... So, for example, like me and you, we'll make the gay jokes all the time, like between each other. But I think it's also because we both...
Oh, wait, those are jokes?
Oh shit.
Oh.
Well, me. I think that for me, it's like I'm comfortable with knowing who I am, right?
Yeah.
Like I know I'm not gay. Like I know that like I'm not going to come off that way to somebody. And like, you're right. Yep, take it back. I'll let you swallow.
You do come off that way.
I do come off that way. So, but I think that like I don't joke to the people
right.
that like I think would be influenced by that. Like so, like I'm not gonna go up to a gay dude and pull the gay jokes and like flirt with them in like a gay like that jokey way, knowing that like they probably might be interested depending on who it is, right? Yeah. Like if I can tell someone's interested, I won't pull those jokes. But if it's like, for example, if it's you or one of the boys, I'm not going to do that to some random dude. But if it's you or one of the boys, like,
right. And
I know that you guys know that I'm not trying to smash.
I think white people, let me be culturally sensitive. Just from my experience with white people.
I won't with mine as well. Continue.
It's like those gay jokes are only with like your close friends.
Yeah.
You don't have to hide that shit.
You're
I can
right.
just switch the angles.
Well, I'm blowing it off screen so it doesn't get in the cameras. I don't want the fog in the cameras.
Oh, okay.
I didn't hide it. This is catching every bit of it.
True.
This is even catching every bit of it.
True.
The only one that doesn't is yours.
Unless you're like hiding it from the public.
No, I don't hide shit. I'm an open book. Just not, obviously personal shit.
So you're not an open book.
I'm an open book with a possible next chapter for those who can find it. But it's a book that's, not in, like it's not sold anymore, right? Like one of those. So it's like if you find that book, then you're good.
Yeah, it's like finding like a treasure map.
Yeah. Or like, someone
like
selling it on
the
eBay.
original Rosetta Stone.
Yeah. One of those. Like it's a catch if you find it, but if you don't, it isn't there for you.
I feel like I still learned so much about you, like just like random shit.
Oh yeah.
You dropped one on me today that I feel like it was like the first time I heard. Oh yeah. When we were driving up.
Oh,
we took a little break. Yeah.
Yeah.
So his
Willie. No.
His Willie. Yeah.
No, but but like I have like random stuff like that happen throughout my life. It's just like for me, I think a lot of like what's it called? Those dark things. Maybe at a younger age, I was just like, I like comedy. I like to laugh it off. Like, I don't want to sit there and think about it too much. Like, it is what it is. Like, I can joke about it, and that's my way to cope. Right?
Yeah.
Some people don't understand that. I've had a friend that was just like, why do you, like, joke about this? Like, why don't you just, like, talk more deeply about it? And I was like, because I don't want to ruin the fucking mood, bro.
Right.
Like,
I got through it this way.
Yeah, and I'm fine.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't bother me. Like, it's something that I pull out as a joke because it's like, I enjoy dark humor. Right? And maybe that has to do with the fact that the dark things happened and then I had to like cope with it and then now I like dark humor. But like
because I do this, or I had the moment of revelation where that was who I was always, like, laugh about the bullshit, like, and I literally like had a psycho moment one time when I was working at Home Depot.
You worked at Home Depot?
Yeah.
I only knew of like the McDonald's,
Home Depot, a hotel, and then that was just like a summer. It was supposed to be an internship, but it was really just like I treated it as an internship, like an opportunity to possibly get into the hotel like industry. And the guy was like, no, we just need someone in this role, and just kept throwing more and more shit at me, and I just
got overwhelmed.
Yeah. It was not my favorite summer. But I also did Fastenal, which is like,
what's that?
It's like Home Depot meets Amazon.
Huh.
So for like contractors and shit.
Oh.
Fasteners are like nuts and bolts.
Yeah,
So we started like the founders like literally came up with that idea. Like, why don't we put vending machines, like literally like your sodas and shit,
and stuff,
but for like parts that like
tools.
And it's like I did a whole, because I was a production operations management major in college and undergrad, and the whole thing was all talking about efficiency. So I did a whole like project. My like senior project was all about Fastenal and how like the idea of having vending machines in your company could work so well for every company, every industry, because how well it keeps track of the inventory. And then especially as the software gets better, it's like you don't have to like call someone up like, hey, my, the security gloves or whatever are running low. It tells us as soon as it gets down to 3, and we know how, and also because of how often, like, all right, that product, goes 1 a week. So next week we have to stock it. Some products go like 7 a day. So, all right, when it's down to the 14th, we get a little like, notification, and they send out me or whoever else on a quick little drive, and we load up.
Did that thing, like, out of curiosity, did that thing like do well at all, Fastenal?
Yeah. No. I literally,
because like I could see that being like in plenty of, especially like companies that they are working with their hands a lot. Like
they
not
do a
even
lot
like
of,
construction companies, like where they're working in construction, but I mean like, you know, in warehouse stuff.
oh yeah. We
You know?
served a lot of like different warehouses and stuff. I don't want to like just
Right
for
names.
chance. Yeah.
Yeah,
Not even rats. Just like I don't know what contractually. And this was again like 5 or so years ago. That was a really really awesome job, and you know
That seems like a cool job.
yeah, I loved it.
Was it sales? Like, did you have to like pitch these things to the companies, or was it more of like you were just doing the internship part?
So no, so that wasn't an internship. That was like I graduated college. I needed a job that wasn't Home Depot, and there was like job fair like the month before everyone graduates, and I had a couple other offers, and all of them just seemed like not what I wanted to do. And my buddy was working at the Fastenal near my location. I just got to get every burp out before I continue. My buddy was working near my, my hometown buddy that we also went to the same college, was working near me. So I just he got me in touch with the manager. I went in for a very informal interview. Like I literally just showed up to the thing, and he's like, "Oh, yep, this, yeah. All right, we'll get back to you in a couple of weeks." You know, and I also was pretty confident in getting like a job. It was a part-time job because another friend of ours from our college
worked there as well.
Worked there when we during the school year, and then went back home and wasn't going to commute all the way there. So I was like, all right, so if anything, I'll take whatever his role was. It was a little bit of sales, a little bit of just like similar stuff to what I did at Home Depot, where like if I'm the guy in the store, like at the brick and mortar store, because at the store we have all the parts and whatever, and then in the back room is where we have all the shipment for our big, clients, whatever. So all the clients, like we stocked all these shelves in the back that like you really don't load up to the the consumer market. It's coming in, and we could just constantly rotate those parts. So it's just like the shelves that you would see at Home Depot, but we know they're almost like labeled our clients like 703 is for X, Y, and Z, like for this guy and this guy. So dude, I loved that job. That was a awesome job, but
doesn't sound too bad. Like, I mean, granted, like I've learned that sales for me, I'm cool with doing so long as people are coming for it. Like I did both sales where it was like I did the door to door, and then I also did the calling and stuff like that, and then I also did just like regular retail sales.
Yeah,
retail sales I kill, right? Like because it's like people are coming to me, they know what they're coming for, right? Whereas like
unless they're a guy walking into that store.
So yeah, like but even then, like,
and then you're like, you don't know what you're looking for. I know what you're like. I know it's gonna look good on you.
But even then, like I was never the pushy sales. Like I was literally the guy that was like, I'm helping you out. If it looks bad on you, I'm telling you it's looking bad on you.
Yeah.
Like I'm the honest guy, and I built a huge customer rapport. So like all my customers would always come back looking for me, kind of thing. Because it was like, and so that's why I was at one point like in the top 100 of the company, like selling, because it was just like it's just easy for me. Like as long as like I'm being honest, I'm being straight up, I keep doing like my research on the topic, like I know
your personality definitely suits that sales.
Yeah,
I don't think I ever really did sales like that.
Yeah, I think sales for me, it was like I said, as long as like they know what they're coming for, I got it, right? Like
I wonder if
but if you don't know,
you knew fashion though, right?
I kind of knew fashion.
You had a sense for fashion.
I had a sense for fashion.
So like the sales things that I've done was like Home Depot and Fastenal, and I don't know, dude, I am not blue collar in the like, dude, I have the softest baby hands. Like I'm a like bitch. I don't know how to build shit. I don't know how to fix shit. Like whatever. Like I knew that when I was there.
You and me both, brother.
This was never something that I was gonna be able to figure out or whatever. So I knew it was gonna be a part-time job. I was still trying to understand the ladder and like, how do I get to the next spot if, like, this is the only full-time job I can get? But, like, I knew I could not do that, like, hands-on shit. And because I was so bad with all the hands-on shit, I didn't want to, like, learn it. So then I couldn't sell it. So when someone's like, "Oh, I'm looking for this type of piece," and I'm like, "For a toilet? No, dude, a drywall screw." Drywall into the toilet? Like what? It's just like stupid. Like I just never put it together.
And even for me too, like when I was doing retail, for example, right? Like if somebody came in looking for something and I was just like, either I don't like the thing that we sell and I'm not going to try and sell that. Because it's like, if I don't like it, I'm not selling it. If I'm like, if you, like straight up, sometimes people would be like, dude, don't you think this looks sick? And I'm like, bro, if you like it, you like it. Like you can take it. Like just try it on, make sure it looks good on you first. Yeah. But I wouldn't like, I'm not going to tell you that I like that thing. Like, it's not my favorite looking item. You know what I mean? Or even there'd be times where it's like, I'd straight up just send somebody to a different store. I'd just be like, nah, bro, the ones over there, way better. Go grab those.
Did you ever do it kind of like passively, like making fun of like, Hollister's more your style? You should go to America. Old Navy's got what you're looking for.
I mean, I've done that, but not as like a come at you thing. Right, it's more of like, based off of what you're wearing right now, like
what you're wearing, what you're looking for.
Yeah, like I'm gonna send you to a store that I feel like matches your look. Like if I feel like nothing I have in there is going to help you, because especially like sometimes people like I worked at Armani, so like
I don't want to name drop.
Yeah, so. I mean I'm not there no more. It doesn't matter. But it's like
talk more shit. Let's go into that. No.
So what's it called? There'd be times where people would come in and like. Armani's like a European fit, so it's like they're tighter clothing, right? Most of the time. Like sometimes we'd have like some urban looks and stuff like that where it'd be a little bit baggier, but for the majority of the clothes, it was like the form-fitting clothing, right? So sometimes somebody that was like heavier set or like too muscular, like I'd be like either they need to go up a size or they got to go to a store that's going to be better looking for them. Because sometimes people would even go up to like the biggest size we had, and it's just like this belly that's like protruding, and I'm just like, honestly, I feel like you'd be better off if you got something that was less form-fitting, because right now you're accenting your stomach. You know what I mean? Like, so it's just like,
You lack pigment. Have you tried LL Bean? Black people can hike too, though.
Yeah, that's what I do all the time. Like I'm straight up hiking all the time. I still do. I went like 3 days ago. I went on a trail.
You don't have to name, but like, so you do like mountain kind of trails or more
sometimes?
Like, okay.
Sometimes, like if they're around here, no, because there's nothing here.
But I mean, like, up by Boston, like,
it's not really
not White Mountains.
The Blue Hills.
Blue Hills.
Yeah, it's hills. It's not mountains.
Oh, sure.
It's not. It's like, you know, there's the ups and downs, but it's not a mountain, right? Like when I was in California, still I had gone to the Badlands almost all the time, like me and like my friends, and then my dog. Like we would always go to the Badlands. Now, like, you know, I've gone to Blue Hills a couple times, but like
Badlands,
the trails.
I know
are, like,
you're gonna think I'm
thinking
thinking of Borderlands, but Badlands, just Badlands, sounds like a great video game title.
I feel like there might be one. No, I wonder if there is.
There's Borderlands, Badlands, Bad Company, Bad.
I feel like Badlands is something already, like a show.
Can you look this up? I don't want
to
pause anything. I just want to pee real quick.
I'm gonna look it up. Badlands.
And I feel like this is transitioning into video.
Badlands release date. Yeah, Badlands is a game. There's a game called Badlands. There's a couple different games called Badlands, actually. There's a Badland 2 that came out in 2015. There's a Badland Game of the Year edition. Badland Brawl. Badland Party. Yeah, like, yeah. So that's a game already. And there's a film called Badlands that came out in 1973. You want me to take over? Yo, guys, how you guys doing? I want you to know that all those times when we're recording, this is what you get usually. You don't get this part, I should say. It's just he leaves, he goes to fucking piss. I'm sitting here by myself quietly. As a matter of fact, when I start to hear him coming down the stairs, I'm just going to pretend like I wasn't saying a goddamn thing at all. Let me know if you think this makes sense. If he keeps it in. Welcome back.
I heard you kept talking to him. Do I not have to cut shit?
No, you definitely do. But, what were we talking about before? Oh, the fucking video games. Dude.
This is the hat that I actually wanted to wear, but then
Your
I
little
was
beanie?
like, dude, we kept fucking like. I was like, I just want to get started because I don't want to keep wasting your time.
Oh, that's sweet of
Did
you.
Booth Babe call?
I don't know. I didn't hear no calls.
He's driving back from New York today, so.
Yeah. What's it called? Legend of Zelda, though?
Yes. Okay.
Fucking.
I know we have plenty of video game talk to do.
Yeah.
I didn't. Dude,
like,
last
one of these
episode,
days, I'm gonna have to like sit down and just show you the game. Like,
you don't even have to
not
show
even
the
just
game.
to record. Like, just be like, watch, or just
that I'd be into, but because that's how I like most video games. I'm not a video gamer myself. I don't play video games.
I love it. The fact that you just called yourself a video gamer instead of just calling yourself a gamer told me enough.
I like Call of Duty. That's the game I play. It's my little thing. It's my little hobby. I really enjoy Call of Duty. But I do love video games. I love, from a young age, dude, I loved like watching my brother play Grand Theft Auto or watching my buddy play Skyrim or like, I don't have the attention span or the, like, I just am very bad at video games. So as soon as I start to feel like I'm not good at it, especially those free roams, I'm like, I don't even know how to get to the next quest. And then I watch a walkthrough and I'm like, I don't even know what part of the map I'm on. They started the video at this part of the map. How do you get there? Like, what? And I just get so frustrated. I'm like, I've had such a bad taste in my mouth about video games since like I really started playing something like outside of the Nintendo Pokemon. Like I literally played Pokemon, then Call of Duty, with like a couple random PS2 games, mostly sports, like a Madden here and there. I played a little bit of
You were the generic gamer.
FIFA more like in through college a lot, and then now it's just a bro gamer.
A bro gamer, or it's just you're playing the bro games, or it's just you're playing the sports games. You're playing Call of Duty.
And I think
Pokemon's slightly nerdier. I'll give you that.
I'm more of a simple gamer because I liked old Madden where on offense you snap the ball as a quarterback and then your receivers are circle, triangles, like X or L2 if you pick the right route or you do a run play. Like there's not a lot of buttons that happen. I fell off of Madden the moment they dropped the things like hit stick and like there's things that you got to do. I can't pick up FIFA anymore because it's like it used to be like there's a pass button, there's a through pass button, and there's like the sprint or like a trick move or whatever, but you could still play the game and not really need to know how to do it. It's like I just want to be able to like pass it along, understand like I know soccer well enough, so I understand how the flow of the game works. I know when to pass to an open guy. I can see lanes. I understand this game, so I can just do quick, simple things. Now it's like you got to press 3 buttons and do time them and do this and then do that and then that gets the right pass. It's like that's way too like I can't.
See, for me, my first game was Legend of Zelda, so it was like
which like kind of was a simplistic game.
Well, yeah, all games back then were simplistics.
Yeah, like Pong.
Simplistics.
Like, what is this? 2 buttons that you just back and forth.
Yeah, like plenty of games back in the day were all just simplistic. But it's just as time has gone on, and we found that like we can make things more complex. It's like it's cool. Like nowadays, I don't mind the complex games. There are some games that are just like too much, where it's just like I don't feel like learning all this right now. But like for the most part, it's like I have my games that I play, and I'm just.
But with the story mode of Legend of Zelda, so the new one just came out. I know you haven't beat, like you're still kind of like in the enjoying the
I've just
the
like
playthrough.
I beat like a good chunk of like the
main story.
The main story.
What happens when you beat the campaign, like the main story?
It's just an open world game at that point. You can go back and you can still go back and face
levels and shit.
Yeah, but at least on the last one it was like that. But it's just an open world game at that point.
Like Zelda, every game
there's a bunch of side
missions. Story that like plays into the like this is a chronological story, or maybe not
Zelda's
in order. Not chronological, but it is a canon story. Like it's always Zelda. It's not like Zelda like Spider-Verse. It's not like multiple Zeldas or It is?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, Legend of Zelda is like every single Zelda for the most part like is a different Zelda. Or a different Link or a different Ganon or a different, you know what I mean? Like it's just because those three just keep getting reincarnated, or sometimes it's like an alternate version of them because like there was 2 timelines or something. Like there's a whole thing. Like I had to watch a whole 3-hour video one day because I was just like, as much as I love these games, I don't completely understand what story comes first or what story is where.
Right. Yeah, you use YouTube for that. Like,
yeah, I use YouTube for
those great like deep diving analytical like lore finding motherfuckers. I love you guys.
Yeah.
Film Theory is a great one that does a lot of that stuff, but obviously he has his whole twist. This most recent campaign story, the newest one, even though you're not finished, has it been like spoiled for you? Like, do you know what the like climax with the? Because it is a good story.
Oh
right?
no, I'm like avoiding like any type of spoilers. I do that for everything. Like if there's something I'm really into.
So Zelda dies in this one. Have you heard?
Shut the fuck up,
dude.
The worst part is that like you might.
That wasn't a spoiler. Spoiler. That was one word. Spoiler.
Yeah, right. The worst part is that like you're almost on the right track based off of what I've seen so far in the game. Yeah.
Just like you almost tried to spoil Demon Slayer. But
no, I didn't spoil it. I tried to hint at things in a very vague way.
You started to hint at things that I had already seen, but I specifically was like, pretend I haven't seen after this point.
Like I was trying to create hype. I did not say anything really.
But I don't. Sometimes when people are like someone gives me a hype, like it takes me like it makes me go well.
Oh, see.
Oh, if I get hype, like
I think
it's not even that it like ruins the moment that eventually like it's not that like the hype was higher than what actually I was like. I wanted to go into it like
surprise
with zero expectations. I don't want to be like, oh, it's gonna be this, it's gonna be that, it's gonna be this. Like,
yeah,
I don't want to have. And I also.
But that's how it is for me for like certain anime too. Like I won't read the manga. I won't like.
But
I'll
even
just skip
the opposite.
Like Demon Slayer is one of those.
Even someone who like purposely tries to lie at you or lie to you to be like, I'm gonna throw him off the trail. So
oh no, I hate those. I don't do that ever.
That like oh something's gonna happen. It's like, well now I'm like, well what's gonna like?
Yeah.
Then I get taken out of it because the whole time I'm watching it, I'm waiting for
the thing to happen.
What my buddy said, like, oh, wait for this, like, wait for something to like. And then every episode, I'm like, is that the thing that happened? No.
Yeah.
There's none of it. It's like, now I didn't go, like, when I started watching it, and I was like, every single thing is like,
rather than enjoying it, you're like trying to find the thing he was talking about.
Right.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
Which you did with the whole sword thing, or like.
Oh, no, the thing
that. But I also like, that didn't affect me the same way, like fake spoilers.
Yeah. Because that thing, can
you just tell me what it is?
His scar. It's changing.
Oh, it's slowly like
it's
changing?
been morphing that whole time. Yeah.
I guess I.
And it was something I didn't even notice until.
Oh, so it had nothing to do with the sword.
The thing I was talking about, no.
Oh, it's his scar.
I'm like altogether everything will connect, but like I'm just saying like the scar part is the part like when I first started watching it, like I think I like subconsciously noticed it, where I was just like thinking something like maybe they just got lazy and decided to draw something different. But and then like I started noticing that like it was connected to the story, and I was just like, oh
yeah. That kind of reveal did just happen. Yeah,
that's why like that's the only reason I'm saying it now.
They did just call it out.
Otherwise, I would have just said no.
Like because like the whole like sun arc and everything is happening.
Yeah.
Booth Babe just texted me. Let me
Yeah, go ahead.
What time are we at?
We are at
She's not gonna call me.
38:36. And everything is still, as far as I can see, recording, so that's always good.
You wake up. Kiss emoji, heart emoji. Did you ever watch The Circle? No, you don't watch reality.
No.
But back to Demon Slayer.
But yeah, I will say like that one is probably, and I think I said this.
So the scar arc, because I'm slowly learning about
scar arc.
Well, whatever. Because the whole sun, whatever,
breathing.
sun breathing.
Mm-hmm.
So is it sun breathing similar to like Last Airbender type shit? Like, or is like it's such a rare breather.
I'm trying to remember if they said it already.
I think
No, they don't. They haven't said it yet. I won't spoil it.
Okay.
Yeah. So like, if it was something that like I can remember was something you must have seen already, then yeah, I will talk about it.
Because it's more so like,
because
I miss something? Like,
yeah, like that's why I like in those moments I reveal those things, right? But for the most part, like if you ask me a question and it hasn't been revealed yet to you where you are at in the story, I will not do it because I don't like
which
to spoil
I can't
shit.
believe like how little I've told you that I've watched or how poorly I explained like where I was. You're like, all right, I know exactly. Like, how many times have you watched Demon Slayer?
I watched it technically 3 times over up to like where I'm at because it was like the first time I watched it myself, right? And including like to where I'm at right now. And then the second time it was I was showing a friend of mine the whole thing.
Yeah.
And then she caught up to where I was at and then we continued on. And then there was a different friend of mine that I showed this show. I haven't watched it with you, but like yeah, like so I've watched it technically like almost 3 times over.
Because ever since we were talking about it,
Not completely 3 times over, but like certain, like especially season 1, about 3 times over.
I since talking about it more with you on like episode 109, where you're convinced it's for everybody.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I know, like my parents, I couldn't get them to get through enough episodes to understand the power of the story and the characters and this and
the
that.
development. Yeah.
So I've been trying to like map out like who can I kind of introduce this, because I want to witness the people like realizing that this is like this year's or this like whatever time frames like version of like the Game of Thrones, where it's like it doesn't matter
for
if you're
anime,
into.
Yeah.
Well, my point is like it doesn't matter if you're into this genre. The story is so captivating.
Yeah.
It is amazing because like so.
You know what I'll do? Because I know that like you said you couldn't get your parents to do it.
Well, I haven't even tried. I'm trying. I am still actively trying to think of a way that I can get them.
I'm gonna see if I can get my mom into it.
Dude,
we'll see how it goes. My mom and my stepdad. I'll do both. I'll see if I can get them into the show because they always talk about like, oh, you guys are always watching that anime stuff.
Yeah.
I'll see. I'll do either that one or My Hero. I'll let you know which one I pick because those are the 2 that I always feel like you can go either or. But I'm gonna pick one of them. I'm gonna show it to them and I'll see which one they decide.
I definitely think like I'll figure out something to try on my parents, like
like a snippet or something.
No,
or like a show.
Like for Demon Slayer, like
okay.
I'll have to watch like 2 episodes with them.
Yeah, no, I think you have to. Like you can't let them watch only the 1 episode. You have to watch a couple with them to like.
But I don't live with them anymore, so it's like I don't know when I could create that opportunity. That's the part that I like have to figure out. I did start to convince my buddy that I used to live with, because I know he already watches a little bit of. He's not an anime guy, but he's like seen One Punch Man.
That's a good one.
Titan, something.
Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan, like so those other notable shows, and I'm like, well, if you like that, I'm like, that's an easy convince.
Yeah.
Booth Babe, we're still on our Star Wars like watch. Yeah, because we've only still seen the original trilogy. We haven't even gone to the prequels yet.
You guys have been doing like a bunch of stuff, like aside from work, obviously. But I mean, like you had your birthday weekend, and she was in New York, like.
Yeah, and just schedules lately have just been crazy.
Same.
But I think I know she wants, after we finish Star Wars, like I know she wants to. One of the ones that she wants to do next is like Twilight series. Did you ever watch those?
Like here's the thing. I watched pieces of it, and even like younger me could not vibe with it. Like I was like, this is not my shit.
I don't think I'll be into it. Like I ended up being into like the Harry Potter. Like I actually really enjoyed the Harry Potter series as well as like the Fantastic Beasts. I thought that was amazing, but yeah,
because I had somebody that tried to get me into Twilight, and I remember after like the first movie and then maybe halfway through the second movie, I was just like, I think they could tell that I wasn't about it, and we just never watched it again.
I think the franchise, like as a franchise, it's like you're not gonna fall in love with the world of Twilight. But I feel like as standalone movies, that they got to be pretty good movies.
I was meh about all of it. Like I didn't feel none of them. Maybe you'll feel the same when you watch them, but like I did not feel them. Like
it's definitely one that like I am excited to give a chance. Either way, I do want to put Demon Slayer on that list. Like I think, nah, she's gonna fight it.
Who?
Booth Babe. She because she already like she's made passing comments. Like she's like folding laundry again, ready for bed or something. I'm watching. I was watching the train arc, and it was the scene where it was like tasty.
Oh, that guy.
Tasty. This is so annoying. Like turn
There's
it
no
down.
context.
I know. I'm like, but if you understood, like, I'm like, I agree. It is fucking. This part's fucking annoying.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, I could say the same thing about like, because here's the thing: I don't care for reality TV shows, but I feel like if I sat down and just like invested my time in watching it, I'd probably get into the storyline. Right now.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I don't like them. Like, it's not my thing. Yeah. Like, it's just I don't like the attitudes. I don't like the script. Like, it's just not my thing. It's always just drama, and I don't care for drama, right? But what I will say is that, like, from an outside perspective, just hearing the obnoxious, like, overly done voices just to be a character, right? I hate listening to those things. So it's like I think it's the same thing. Like, if she were to actually sit down and watch it and understand the story, then it's just like, oh, this connects.
Dude, this makes me want to do a little, like, story arc of me showing you, like, a new show or something.
like a reality TV show?
I don't know what will come out next, and if I had to pick, I feel like I have some that I think we would have a lot of fun if we just sat down and just, like, reacted to. But I think, I don't think... Unlike you showing me Demon Slayer or some anime where I was like, oh, I'm into it, I'll go watch it now. I think it would like strictly be for like doing content.
Okay.
But I think you would enjoy it more than not. Like I think you'd be like,
yeah. Like sometimes I'll be ridiculous. Sometimes I'll be sitting there just like getting my locks done or whatever, and my loctician's just watching some type of reality TV series, and this is how I know it's like. If I'm watching it, I'll be into the story for that moment. I will. It is not enough for me to want to be like, I want to watch another episode.
That's also the great thing about reality TV show is
it's just
every single episode is like
it's almost like its own thing.
You're drawn in and you enjoy it. Doesn't matter if you watch any other episodes.
And I remember she was watching this one show, and there was like all this like I forgot what show it was. It was like this show where they were trying not to fuck each other or something like that.
Too Hot to Handle. Great.
What?
Too Hot to Handle.
Oh, I don't know.
That's one that I would
try and show me.
I have like 3 that I think I would try with you, but
I'm sitting there just like, okay, yeah, I guess. Like, but like the entire time I was watching it, I was just like laughing mainly at her commentary. Like the way she would react.
Dude, you'd love to. Dude, we have to do this now.
The way she would react to what was going on is what made me laugh. Because like that loctician is just like. She would speak her mind, she would say her shit, and I would just laugh. Like, I was just like, oh, man, this is what's making this even more interesting for me.
Reality TV show is even better when you get to do that with, like, watch it with someone. Or so I thought. Because with Rich, just like, dude, stop talking.
That's one of those shows. That's one of those shows I would rather listen to the talking.
Yeah, I talk. Oh, my gosh. You're way better to watch it with than Booth Babe. Any of them. Bachelor, Circle,
there's certain shows.
Dude, I'll watch all of them with you, and then I don't have to deal with her. Like,
I don't
like your commentary. I'm like, he loves only my commentary, so let's do this.
Yeah, like when it comes to reality TV, I would rather the commentary with maybe subtitles if I need to catch a certain moment. When it comes to like Demon Slayer, the only commentary I should hear while the show is playing is, oh shit, bro, excitement, that is it. There is no talking during the show. We are enjoying the show. Like that's those shows. Right. Like when I'm trying to get into the action and the emotion that's going through that moment, like I'm just like, no, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that's how I feel like if I'm watching Game of Thrones or Peaky Blinders or
even if I'm really at a movie theater, right?
If I'm into whatever movie I'm watching, dude, even when I'm watching like So sometimes I'll put on Shark Tank for my students. And like I'm
That's a
watching,
good show.
and I'm like,
I like Shark Tank.
I don't really.
Does that count as reality TV? No.
I think so. Yeah,
It
I
does?
mean, it's
I like
real
Shark Tank.
People, yeah,
I like Shark Tank, but I think I
But
like
it's
Shark
not-
Tank because I like the
it's not
ideas. I like the business. Like,
it's not the reality TV that I want to show you.
yeah.
But it
like
is-
that
it
show
is-
I like.
In that category. But like because also it's not close to a game show, but it like I feel like people could argue it's
Kind of like a game show.
a game show-esque.
Yeah. And I didn't mind game shows. I wouldn't search out for them, but I didn't mind.
Did you ever like American Idols or X Factors or
I
like,
did
music
American
shows?
Idol and The Voice. I just didn't make it that far.
did
Does
you
that
make it in front of like Simon Cowell or like the real judge it like
not in The Voice, but in American Idol, I did get to see some of the real judges. Yes. And then
Voice?
The Voice I didn't get.
Oh, The Voice you didn't. Which
I
one
didn't.
did you?
American Idol, I got up to the judges, but then it was just no. Like I
What
think
song did you sing?
"Fuck You" by CeeLo, which is now I can't give you the hype, man. But the
What was? Did you start at the start of the song, or did you like pick already like a part of the chorus or like a part of the?
I started at the beginning, like of the
What
song,
is the
like the
what are the like
verse.
first couple lines?
I've seen you driving around town with the girl I love, and I'm like, "Fuck you."
Oh, that song. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Bruno Mars actually wrote that one, but
I thought it was a Bruno Mars song. That's a
well, technically, but it's CeeLo Green.
CeeLo Green.
Yeah,
Different than like Stilo Brim or something like that.
yeah, 100%.
Stilo Brim's the ridiculous guy, ridiculousness guy.
Yeah, CeeLo Green was one of the judges on The Voice for a little while. The
CeeLo
short
Green.
black dude with the
Kinda chubby?
bald. Yeah,
Yep.
that's
okay.
CeeLo Green. Yeah, he also used to be known as Gnarls Barkley. I don't know if that
I know
song "Crazy."
Charles Barkley.
You know that song "Crazy."
Yes,
That's also technically CeeLo Green before he was CeeLo Green.
that one's got a very fun, upbeat vibe, similar to like "Fu."
Yeah,
What? How does it go? Like, what's the?
I remember when that part.
I remember that's all I need. I was trying to catch that.
Yeah,
I remember that. Like, I
So-
remember when.
yeah, but yeah, those ones, like, are like some of my favorite like CeeLo songs. But like, I sang "Fu" and then like, in the moment, I remember I was like maybe about to hit the chorus, and like I was like so anxious that I forgot the lyrics. But rather than just like trying to improv, I just left. I was good. Like I was just like I literally was like, never mind, maybe next year, and then like walked off.
So you didn't even get a no.
I didn't get it.
Dude,
no.
hell yeah,
Like,
dude.
yeah, right. Yeah, I'm
You
great.
didn't even get denied by American Idol.
yeah, it's great. But yeah, no, I just hopped off. Like there's
You
sometimes
just gotta learn how to tell your
yeah,
story.
because I went to
I never got denied by American Idol. I got in front of the judges. I didn't even get.
I gave
a no.
myself a no. But it was because is the American Idol I did with my boy Ian. Ian technically made it on TV, but he didn't. Because I remember for him, he made it up. The judges heard him sing, and then they asked him for because he wrote on the thing because you're supposed to write out like your sob story, and you're supposed to write your like
You actually do that.
yeah like
I
well,
knew you did.
It's not like you have to, but they ask about you, and it's
Ask about you, and everyone does that.
the sob story, yeah. And so in his thing, he wrote that he was a musician because he's in a band, like he does rock music and all that stuff. So he told me, he was like, yeah, they asked me to like sing my own stuff, and I don't know what it was, but in that moment, I couldn't remember a single song of mine, and then they just told me no. He was like, I already had sang my song, like 2 songs, because like they asked for 2, but he was like, I already sang my 2 songs, and then
Oh, they asked for 2.
yeah,
Because when you
here-
watch,
the way-
when you watch the
you
show,
only see one.
You see each
Yeah.
contestant do
Yeah.
their one reaction,
Yeah, unless it's like
unless they get denied off their first,
yeah. So
like you.
no, I
We're
deny
going
myself.
to. Were you
No,
going
so
to?
with what ends up happening, like it's like with American Idol, it's shorter. It's like you go through the preliminary judges where they like have you wherever they're doing the thing. For us, it was at the Patriots place, I believe. Yeah, and then so there's like these judges that it's just people, right? And then they pick you.
That's
like
the
they-
same
they-
style as Shark Tank.
Oh, heard.
You actually have to pitch in front of just like
Yeah. So you pitch in front of like you sing in front of these.
you pitch in front of producers.
Yeah.
And they decide.
So you sing in front of these people, and then the people are just like, oh, okay, cool. And then after that, I think with American Idol, if I remember correctly, it was judges after them, like the TV judges, and then I never got as far, but I heard after that you do the actual producers.
Oh, you do the
Yeah.
So if they give you like, oh, here's your ticket to LA,
Either that or I'm confusing that with The Voice, because I know The Voice was harder to get into than American Idol.
because that makes sense. Because it's
American
like
Idol
they
was
give
like-
you the ticket to LA, then you perform in front of the producers, and then the producers decide like, do we want to show them getting their ticket
Yeah.
or no? Like,
Yeah, because even my boy Ian, I remember it didn't even show his audition. It just showed
That's
him.
right.
Like it was
Exactly.
like that snippet of like him in between.
because you
Like
also
for me,
see
you'd see me in the crowd, but I never like
exactly
Yeah.
even for him, like you see, because like you see all the people with that won the ticket on the show, but you don't see like, but then you see all the people who actually made it to LA, and it's way more than the people that actually got the tickets.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people, like I even know, I'm like, there's people that I definitely didn't see.
Yeah.
So the producers select essentially the
Yeah.
people.
Yeah. So and then The Voice, it's even tougher because it's like you go through that first preliminary, and then you go through a second preliminary, and then you go to the judges, and then I think the producers. But like, but yeah, The Voice is harder to get into because The Voice only wants good singers, right? Like for the most part, like they'll probably have like someone that's like mediocre just for the sorry no things, but it's not like American Idol where they'll let people in that suck just to make fun of them. Like, because that's American Idol does that. Like, there was one guy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, there was one guy that was in like the
My
group.
brother to the end.
Yeah.
Who was like too old to technically
Yeah.
compete, but they let him do it because it was like hilarious.
Yeah, because there was one guy I remember that was in my group, out of like all the people that was in there, because they section you into groups, right? And then out of that group, there was like what, with American Idol, I think it was like 5 or 6 of us. And then we all had to step up and sing, right? Like the rest of the group is behind you. You're stepping up and singing to the judges, right? Then you back up, and then the next person goes. And then the judges pick the people that they want. The rest go home. And so one of the people that sang could not sing, and then he made it on TV to get made fun of. Yeah. So
I love
Yeah.
reality TV.
yeah, so that's like one of those things where I was like, God damn it. But like I also was like, whatever. But The Voice, I remember similar situation. Like it was just like the nerves were getting to me, and then I was just like, I fucked up on the lyrics, didn't try to catch myself, and I just sat down. I had gotten up to, because The Voice, they ask you for 3 songs on the first one, and so I had to sing. I sang my first 2.
I don't think I know one song.
Oh, sweet. Yeah.
I would fuck up whatever
So,
song I try to sing.
The Voice asked you for 3 songs, and then it was my friend Diana that was there with me. And I remember the first 2 songs I did fine. Then me and Diana were the only 2 ones left out of all the pick.
Like you were friends. That
We went together.
Okay. It's
And
not
then
like
we made it.
your friend that you like.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
we
we got
did
grouped
meet a
together,
friend
hey.
there. We did
Yeah,
meet
yeah.
a friend there. He got kicked off, I think, on the first one.
I feel like I've
But
done that.
he ended up taking us out because he had like friends at the bars in New
Oh,
York.
cool.
And he was mad cool. Like,
Oh, that was New York.
yeah, I did. We went to New York for that one. But yeah, so me and her like made it as the last 2, and then on the third one it was the first. Like I didn't know that because they only told us 2, or told me 2, or I read 2, whatever it was.
Yeah.
So I didn't have a third song. Rather just BSing a third song right off the bat, I just was like, I don't have one. And then Diana, I think she stayed. And I think something happened, like whether it was like she didn't have one either, or she was just like, I don't want to do it anymore or whatever. But yeah, it was just neither of us ended up making it through to the final, like to the next round. But there's 2 rounds before the actual judges.
Gotcha. I definitely feel like I want to show you the circle because I feel circles
I think I
kind
still
of
have that dude on Instagram too. The dude that I
no
met.
shot.
Yeah,
Sweet. I have some weird people on my.
he's a bartender and like a hella good one. Like he was on television and stuff for it too.
Um,
Yeah, here he is. It's been so long. I have to hit him up at some point because I think he lives in like South Carolina or North Carolina or something. But
yeah,
there he is. Who's that dude? We met him at The Voice.
Which?
Oh, the dude on the right.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
But
I mean, I feel stupid because obviously it was that dude.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay.
But they don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, he was mad cool. He has his own bar that was like out. Like I think originally he was in Florida, then he moved to South Carolina, and now he just kind of travels. He's done stuff for Disney with drinks. Like he does like all these promotions. Like he was on like a Disney Channel thing for making of drinks and stuff like that. Like some type of promotion. Yeah.
Like alcoholic beverages? Like what do you mean?
I think so.
For Disney?
I'm pretty sure because he was in Disney when he did it. And maybe it was for a different thing, but he did it in Disney.
Okay.
But yeah, it was
very confusing, but
yeah, he's just like wicked good and he makes some crazy drinks. But yeah, every time I remember there was one time I got to go visit him in South Carolina, but like past that, like I haven't gone since because I haven't drove that far.
Did you write a little sob story on your American Idol card?
I don't remember what I wrote.
No?
I don't remember what I wrote at all. Like, The Voice asks for one too, but yeah, like I think all of them do. Like, and I think it's just you get the right sob story to get people interested.
Right.
Yeah. Like, I've seen, like...
I used to always get mad at the producers or the show.
For everyone doing that?
Well, because I always thought it was the show that, like, picked out the people that they wanted. Oh, this is a deaf person that did cancer surgery for a bypass and heart disease. And it's like...
I remember there was one dude
But
on
now
The Voice
I'm realizing it's like, it's the individuals that are
writing it.
That are...
And because they know that that's what sells, though.
They know.
Yeah. But
so it's less about, like, the producer are going to pick what sells, but...
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot more accountability that I never gave to the
actual individuals.
The actual individuals who are also embellishing their stories.
Like, why do you think the judges know what to ask?
Wow. Well, yeah, no, I knew that. Yeah. I knew that too. But I'm still saying, like, there's got to be a lot of people that embellish their stories.
Oh yeah, plenty. There's actually one person I remember that she was also in one of the groups that we were in, like in one of the competitions, and I didn't know her otherwise. Like, she seemed cool. I still think that she might have been like a cool person, like when I had met her. But I remember like a couple of friends had told me that when she went on like American Idol, she was like talking about how she was bullied and stuff in like high school and like all the other friends that like I was around was telling me like she was the bully. Yeah. So I was like, oh,
I've heard that trope a million times.
But not gonna ever rash that person because I think that like for me, based off of the person I met when I was there, she seemed like a cool individual, so she may have just changed.
She might have been like an attractive girl who, you know, stuck to her crowd that other people thought were resentful and were like felt like she was.
Well, I'm not gonna take that away. Like, I know people. Like, I had a kid that when I was younger that used to bully the shit out of me. Then like when he got to high school, like there's not one person that I know that gave him like any bad rep. Like, he changed completely. Yeah. So like I'm not gonna like take that away from any of those people. Like, she may have been the bully. Who knows? But like when I met her, that's not the kind of person I met.
I also do have like, you know, memories from middle school and high school where I thought these people were out to get me and like these people are bullying me and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, this person is just trying to do this or that. And then
we were.
We didn't go to the same high school.
I know.
And I think literally like not until I was at least 25, like it took me many years to finally like go back and look back at those memories. And like I manifested like what they were doing. Like when that person was hanging out with my other friend, it was because the two of them were just
cool,
wanted to hang out. Yeah. They were just friends.
But
they weren't trying to do it against me. They weren't trying to hang out without me because they were trying to get one up, like get closer to this guy and like.
Oh, you were one of those?
Oh, dude, yeah, no, I like really had some fucking mental shit. Like
I was a loner for the most part. When I got friends, I was accepting of like whatever I got. Like I was just
yeah, well,
I was just like cuz like growing up, I was the kid that was always bullied. Like I was the kid that was like the ugly kid everyone made fun of.
why did we stop?
Bullying me?
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. Like I maybe I'll get more attractive.
No, like to answer it seriously, like I don't think it's that like why did we stop? It's more like you learn how to combat it, which is just like not take anything from like that doesn't mean anything to me. Whatever you're saying, like, is fun. And now people like, well, if I say anything like against him, he becomes more of my friend. Like, and I think it's more of the dynamic of like,
well, I think
you're just like, not everything bounces off me. Like it doesn't.
Yeah. I also think that like back then I was just an awkward fucking kid too. Like I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna say they didn't have ammo. Like
you had one mirror selfie that you showed me
from back in the day. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Because I think you were showing me when you were just about to get your dreads, a dread picture.
That was my curls. That like my curl patterns changed
curls?
over. Yeah,
maybe it was just that.
Like every time I've shaved my head, my curl patterns changed.
But I was just like, oh yeah, like I get why you didn't have a lot of friends.
Yeah, dude. Like I don't say that they didn't have ammo, but like but I'm saying that like I used to be the bullied kid, and so like I remember like all those people like bullying me and stuff like that, and then I remember at one point it was just suddenly I started to have friends, and so I remember like another more ammo was I used to like lie because I was like, now I have to keep them. I have to create these stories to make myself cool. And then like after that, I was like, I stopped that because I was like, this is stupid. And then
I think that phase, the phase of like you have to lie to exaggerate, is what I saw from whatever picture you show me. It was like
you could see it.
It was like so obvious. Dude. Like this guy lies and exaggerates, which was like my least favorite person. Like the person that just like it's like don't try to be something just to like because you don't know what I think is cool. Like don't try to be what you think I think is cool. Like just be you, and that's I got to know you, which is a lot different than the
exactly. Because like I think even way before I met you, I think it was like right after high school. I remember it was me and my best friend at the time. We were just driving around because we used to do these. Like I don't know if you used to do this at all, but like me and my boys, we would just drive, like listen to music, drive, chat, like nothing, no direction.
Like it was just like eventually I'll find a road that I recognize. But until then,
we just
drive. Yeah.
Exactly. And so we would do that for hours sometimes. I remember there was one day we were driving around and I was like, dude, I'm about to tell you everything I've ever lied about from like middle school on, like when I started doing that shit.
You told me the story.
And I want to like just lay it all out. If you ever have any questions about what was a lie and what wasn't, I'll let you know straight up. Like, I just don't want to lie anymore.
Yeah.
And like, because I remember it was a little before that, there was like this one kid I hung out with that I was like, I thought was like one of my closest friends back in middle school. And we hadn't hung out in a while. And I remember one of the last things that came out of his mouth, like right around the time we were like ending the hangout, he was like, dude, I'm glad you went to that high school in Boston. And I was just like, what do you mean by that? And he was like, you're actually like cool now. Like you're funny now. And like, you're not weird. Like all of us hated you. We just were cool with you because you were nice. Or we were nice to you because you were nice.
Yeah. And
I was just like, fuck. All right. And I think it was a little after that it was like, it hurt at the time. But I remember after that, I was just like, change. Like, just like, it is what it is. Like you were fucked up. Like that's not,
dude,
you know.
I love pain. Yeah. Pain, man.
Yeah. You got to fucking deal with it, bro.
Wow. Dude, this whole fucking vibe, I'm assuming, what are we at right now?
An hour and 8 minutes.
Hour, 8 minutes. I like this whole vibe.
You feel more happy about?
Yeah, no. Well, yes, that. But I think it was around like, maybe it was the 20-minute mark that really made me start to catch it. Just this same table brought me back to episode 13. I met you at like Eli's Fire.
Yep.
What was that now?
Shout
2
out
years
to you,
ago?
Eli.
2 years ago now. And I was with Tom. Me and him got there late. And you and our other buddy, I don't want to name drop or anything, but we're both there. I had just recently started my podcast. I was like really excited about getting whoever I could get on the podcast. And Tom had a pretty established podcast. And when I was talking to him after, I was like,
I miss Tom. I got to hit him up just to like chill.
Yeah, dude, he's a good guy. Come back, third mic. But I just like was talking to him, and he's like, yeah, we've had enough people flake on us. So if you are trying to get them on, let me know if like they're going to be a good guest to have on my podcast. I'm like, all right, sure.
He actually told me that.
Tom told you that?
Yeah, he was like, I wanted to see if you were going to take wALiE seriously before I pulled you on. And I was just
yeah.
like, hey, that's fine for me. Like, I get it, dude.
And I was like, I don't give a fuck if he says yes or no or doesn't show up because I don't know what that's like. Like, I've never had someone cancel on me yet.
And then right after me, you did.
That's a whole different podcast that you and I can share our versions of the story. But I was like, I just remember it was like the first time where, I mean, I was leading the podcast. I was trying to host and kind of conducted like an interview because I didn't know how.
Oh, wait. I'm going to stop you real quick. Did you think I was talking about like my podcast?
No, my podcast.
Okay, so when I said that you had right after me, I meant the guest that came after me.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I'm not talking about you.
Okay.
I rashed you enough for that, and I'm done with that joke.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm talking about the other kid.
Yeah. Still haven't heard. But that's fine. So I had you on, and I had a lot of nerves going into it. Like, I think you were really the first guest, definitely the first guest that I didn't know prior. Like, that wasn't a high school friend, that wasn't a whatever else that I had on. And it was like when I first put my Rodecaster in the studio, and we got to like start the podcast, and it was definitely like, I was trying to focus on the interview, and I lost myself so quickly into it because I was just like, there's a vibe here. Like, we're just bullshitting, and you're telling me about different like music things, different background things, and whatever during the podcast. Obviously, the podcast ended, and the AOHC story, I think,
started
kind of began at that point. Yeah. But it was like very weird just recording this episode now that I felt like the whole time I just kept tapping back, like having, what was it, vivid flashbacks. We were literally on that side of this room.
Yeah.
But at this same table and with essentially the same equipment and everything. And
I wouldn't say that.
Well, same audio equipment, same Rodecaster,
same audio equipment,
same microphones, same headsets, but
that we don't use.
But yeah, and maybe it's hitting me a little different because how much went into recording this one today. I was very unsure, and I'm trying something very different here. I usually have GarageBand recording. I usually have all my other checks and balances, and I really try to take something different and just try to, as you said, I don't know if we were recording yet or not, but we're just talking. We're just talking. I just want to find and I didn't have to think and find a conversation. I didn't have to do anything. It was just so quickly just found the conversation. And look at that. The wide ended. And this is the one point. I'm just going to wrap it up here. Gio, just look in your camera. Give us a nice piece. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, ever-changing vibe. This is the it. This is the it. This is the it. And we're done. This is the it. I didn't do any stills. I haven't done anything else. And
yeah.
Hour 30 passes.